Far away in the Pacific lies a nation that has fascinated the world for centuries, Japan. The land of the rising sun. A place where ancient shrines whisper stories of samurai, while skyscrapers touch the clouds of tomorrow. Japan lies roughly between 24 to 26 degree north latitude and 123 to 146 degree east longitude, bounded by water on all sides. Its national identity is proudly carried in its flag, a white field with a crimson-red circle at the center, symbolizing the rising sun. Japan is often called as Nippon, meaning origin of the sun. The heart of Japan beats in its language, Japanese, spoken by over 125 million people. Alongside, you will find English taught widely in school. Education in Japan is among the best in the world. With near 100% literacy, Japanese students are trained in discipline, technology, and teamwork from an early age. Japan follows one single time zone. It is 3 hours, 30 minutes ahead of India, when people in India are having lunch at 1:00 p.m. In Japan, it's already 4:30 p.m., meaning the evening has started. It has no direct land borders, but it shares maritime boundary with China, Russia, and South Korea. With seas comes disputes over Senkaku Islands with China, takes Lima with South Korea, Sakhalin and Kuril Islands with Russia. Japan is built upon 4 main islands, each with its own identity and uniqueness. Honshu, the largest and most famous, is the home to the capital city Tokyo, the cultural city of Kyoto, and the iconic volcano Mount Fuji. Third one is Hokkaido, which lies in the northernmost part, known for its harsh winters, snow festivals, and volcanic landscapes, making it a paradise for nature lovers. In the south lies Kyushu, having a history of early foreign trade, especially during the Portuguese and Dutch arrival. Last but not the least is Shikoku, the smallest of all, is celebrated for its 88 temple pilgrimage route and its peaceful rural charm. The spirit of Japan is shaped by 2 major religions: Shinto, an indigenous faith worshipping nature and ancestors, focused on purity and community. Buddhism, introduced from India through China and Korea, centered on meditation, compassion, and the cycle of rebirth. Shinto is about this world. Buddhism is about the inner self. Together, they coexist, a unique balance rarely seen elsewhere. Japan lies on the Ring of Fire, one of the world's most dangerous seismic zones. The convergence of tectonic plates causes earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. It has over 100 active volcanoes. In March 2011, Japan faced not only one of the strongest earthquakes in its history, but also a crisis that would shake the world. Among the hardest hit was the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The tsunami disabled the cooling systems, leading to core meltdowns in 3 reactors, explosions, and the release of radioactive materials into the environment. Thousands were evacuated, and entire towns were abandoned, leaving behind a haunting landscape of empty streets and silent homes. After World War II, Japan adopted the 1947 Constitution, which transformed the emperor into a purely ceremonial head of state. Unlike India, where the president serves as the constitutional head. But real power lies with the prime minister. In Japan, the emperor has no political power at all. The constitution also includes Article 9, which renounces war and prohibits maintaining offensive military forces, a unique feature not found in India's constitution. Japan became a true parliamentary democracy, with all authority resting in the national diet, ensuring that sovereignty lies entirely with the people. Japan's history stretches back thousands of years, with the Jomon period around 14,300 BCE, marking the earliest known settlements. People lived mostly as hunter-gatherers, crafting pottery and simple tools. Around 300 BCE, During the Yayoi period, agriculture began to take root, especially wet rice cultivation, which transformed the economy and society. Rice became not just a food source, but a measure of wealth and status, laying the foundation for villages and organized communities. The economy remained largely agrarian, supplemented by fishing, hunting, and local crafts, while trade began with China and Korea, introducing new technologies and cultural practices. This agricultural base allowed Japan to develop social hierarchies, small kingdoms, and eventually, the imperial system that would dominate the islands for centuries. Japan's imperial system is one of the oldest hereditary monarchies in the world, dating back over 2,600 years. The emperor was traditionally considered a divine figure, a direct descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu, and held both political and spiritual authority. Over centuries, however, the real political power often rested with shoguns or military rulers, while the emperor remained a symbolic figure. Everything changed in 1853, when Commodore Perry arrived with his black ships from America. Japan realized the world was moving fast, and it had to adopt or be left behind. This led to the Meiji Restoration in 1868, which transformed Japan. The centuries-old feudal system under the shoguns was dismantled, and power was restored to the emperor. Japan quickly modernized, adopting science, technology, military tactics, and education systems. Agriculture improved. Industries like textiles and shipbuilding grew, and Japan became the first Asian nation to industrialize on a large scale. By the early 20th century, Japan had emerged as a strong power. Victories in the First Sino-Japanese War, 1894, 1895, and the Russo-Japanese War, 1904, 1905, shocked the world, proving Japan challenged both Asian and European empires. Japan also annexed Korea in 1910, expanding its influence. During World War I, Japan joined the Allies and gained territories in the Pacific. However, after the war, economic struggles and rising nationalism pushed Japan toward militarism. By the 1932, the military dominated politics. Japan invaded Manchuria in 1931 and later expanded into China. This aggressive expansion set the stage for World War II. In 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, bringing the United States into the war. Initially, Japan conquered vast territories across Asia and the Pacific, but by 1945, it faced defeat. On the morning of August 6th and 9th, 1945 bombs Little Boy on Hiroshima and Fat Man on Nagasaki was dropped, forcing Japan to surrender and ending World War II. For Japan, the impact was immediate and profound. Cities lay in ruins, the population traumatized, and the nation forced to confront the devastating power of modern warfare. From the ashes of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan did not vanish. It was reborn. A nation once broken by war rose again with resilience, transforming into one of the world's strongest economies. Today, Japan is a living example of transformation. A nation that once hid in shadows now shines as a backbone of culture, innovation, and resilience. Its story teaches that true greatness comes not just from wealth and power, but from spirit, unity, and the willingness to rise stronger after every challenge.